Bethany in the class is the all-time leading scorer in girls basketball history in the state of New York. She led St. Johnsville High School to 2 state titles, averaged 36 points a game as a senior, and was co-Miss Basketball in the state of New York. Welcome, Karen Schaaf-Kopach.
Get a caboose. Here comes the caboose. You all are extraordinary. I'm ready to lace up with you all right here and hit the court or the field or whatever. Coaches, Coach Phil, Coach Linda, Coach Ciccarello. Do you have a nickname, Coach Chick, maybe? No? I'm ready to run through a wall for you all, right? And ready to jump to the 7 feet. I've really enjoyed listening to all of your stories and how sports has impacted you all. You are incredible, and I'm even more humbled sitting here today with this exceptional group. There's nothing like high school sports. There's nothing like it. And I am grateful for the impact that sports has had on my life. I struggled with this question, Mr. Howard, with one word in the question, and the word was most. I don't have a treasure, I don't have a most, I have a many, right? The treasures are vast when it comes to what sports has done for me, for my family, my tribe sitting here. So I am who I am today because of the impact that sports has had in my life, right? The life lessons, you all have talked about it. All the things that sports teaches. Nothing great comes easy. Be relentless in your pursuit of your life's goals. Don't quit. Work hard, be disciplined, responsible, all those things learned at a young age. But it's also what I am because of the people that I have met along my journey in sports, the people that I've been fortunate enough to call teammates, sisters, coaches, Coach Masick, I think you're watching from afar. And now as a coach, I'm a young coach, I'm only in my 3rd year, but as a young coach, I know the impact that coaches have on the future of their players, and my goal is to hopefully empower them to become leaders of the next generation, and that's what it's all about. I'm a note taker because I'm getting older and I don't remember anything, but I loved listening to everybody, and I wrote down just a few words to kind of summarize. Being the caboose, I think that makes sense. Appreciation. Let's make a difference. Touch the future. It's all about the students and life lessons. Love. Everybody up here is up here because they had a passion for what they did, and it all starts with love, right? I don't have my glasses. People, experience, relationships, competitive. We are all competitive right now. And the amount of gratitude that is also up here is beautiful. Everyone thanked Mr. Howard, who is world class. The NFHS, you guys are outstanding. Thank you for the work that you do for high school sports. Mr. Rick Wagner needs a shout out. The one who's producing all of our videos, right? But I'll be quick. I think that sports is the universal fabric that powerfully connects us all and impacts all of us. Thank you.
Right here.
My name is Joella Shaw, and Karen is my aunt, and I want to ask her, how does basketball make you feel?
Oh, sweetheart. How does basketball make me feel? It makes me feel as special as you make me feel, special as my family makes me feel. It has been my purpose for so long in life, and I think it's our duty to also give that back. So I hope I make you feel as special too. Good questions.
Hi, my name is Princess. That we have for you, and as Bruce said, we offer all of our inductees a ring, a Hall of Fame ring. And, you know, I think it's worth a pause to think about the symbolism of a ring. It's circular. And I think it represents a lot of things. Most importantly, for the work that you all have done, I think it represents embracing. The young people you've worked with, the coaches you've worked with, the adjudicators and teachers, and all of the people in your life that you've wrapped yourselves around, and you've enclosed them in love. From the NFHS perspective, you've done so much nationally. So we moved to the ring as a symbol of recognition and our own wraparound of all of you. There are events that are taking place in the moment now and this evening, and they're wonderful. As I said earlier, they're much too short. Please accept these rings as a symbol that we remember you always in gratitude. We respect how you've wrapped yourselves around people. And while we call it a Hall of Fame, we look at a ring as a representation of honor. And that's the NFHS taking a knee to all of you. Around the ring itself, in the middle, there's a stone. And we know that rocks are a product of a lot of years of wear and tear and of resilience, consistency and commitment to something, maybe a lot of things. And they come out through all of it smooth and beautiful. So centered in the ring is a rock. And from the NFHS, we want to know that you've been our rocks, you've been our rings, you've been influencers in so many lives, and it's our honor to induct you into a Hall of Fame, which we give you a ring to represent. So as you accept this, please know there's a lot of love, gratitude, and honor behind this symbol of the ring.
From New York, Karen Shaw Kovach.
Karen Shaw is the leading scorer in the history of girls basketball in the state of New York. In 6 years on the varsity at St. Johnsville High School, Shaw scored 3,548 points and helped her team to 2 New York State Public School Athletic Association state titles. As a senior in 1995, she was named Co-Miss Basketball in New York after averaging 36 points and 16 rebounds a game. And she then played 4 years at Syracuse University.
Playing as a 7th grader on varsity was exciting but challenging. Looking back on it, at the moment, I wanted to play. I wanted to play with the best. It was funny. We had to pass like physical fitness tests to show that we were capable physically of playing with the seniors. And it was like pull-up tests, push-ups, and we had no problem passing that, but we had a really good team, and Coach Mesa from St. Johnsville, she had a culture at St. Johnsville, and the word that comes to mind is dominance, and I wanted to be part of that. And she jokes the first time she saw my sister and I, we were actually walking into a band concert. We both played in a band, and she's like, "Who are those 2 tall girls?" Right? And she knew right away, I want to bring them up. But she knew, we were the Shaws, and we wanted to be part of the best and play with the best. So it was exciting. It was challenging. But looking back, I never felt like I shouldn't be there. My dad always jokes of it. He was a coach for 20 plus years, and would always say it's the losses you remember the most. But now being a coach, it's the losses are what you learn from the most. And I do remember, I mean, gosh, there were only 7. And as a coach now, to think that we only lost 7 games our entire, 6 years of high school is incredible to think of. 2 of those years just undefeated the whole way. That doesn't happen. You know, it was a magical time, and we had a confidence in us that it's indescribable. But I never felt like any team was too hard to beat. We never felt unprepared. Whether it was our upbringing, whether it was the coach, our teammates, we were always ready to go. Always ready to go. My best friend played on a team. We still absolutely keep in touch. And my sister's best friend is on the team. And so being inducted into this Hall of Fame has afforded us time to reflect and think back. And oh my gosh, remember the bus ride? Or do you remember when the town put together that parade for us? And that's what's been really, really fun about this too. My senior year was interesting for me. My entire basketball career I had played with my sister. So my senior year was hard, right? Because we had just gone through 2 years of never losing a game, winning the school's first ever state title, not once but twice, winning federations. I mean, in New York, you go beyond state, right? And then you go classless, and you're like, what? We're doing all of it. And we did all of it. And it was so special. It was like, looking back, it was like a fairy tale. And I did it all with her. While I was excited for my senior year, I felt like I had really advanced as a player. I knew I was going to Syracuse. You know, future was set. I missed her. I missed her on the court, and the locker room, it was tough. So my why, my drive was to continue to make her proud, because her spirit was on the floor. We call each other wingmen, right? She's my wingman, I'm her wingman. And all of the awards that I received my senior year, I'm a sucker for a trophy. I love a good trophy. But it was Co-Miss basketball was one I loved. I don't even honestly remember the rest. It was really the void of feeling, wanting to carry the legacy of what we had done together, and finish up, the season strong, and I felt like we did. But my proudest achievement is Kyla. Yeah. She's a sophomore at Assumption. I've had the absolute privilege of coaching her, and she is a darn good kid.
So when I heard my mom was going into the Hall of Fame, this is going to sound funny, but I actually wasn't surprised. Ever since I can remember, I've always known my mom to be a superwoman and to know that she can do anything she puts her mind to. Even going back to New York, I've always heard she's amazing, she can do anything, and now she is amazing and she can do anything, and it wasn't a surprise to hear that she accomplished that. I'm just so proud of her, and I love her so much, and she's just amazing.
Being inducted into the National High School Hall of Fame, I'm going to summarize it. It was time well spent. And to have this award and this accomplishment fills my heart with gratitude. Not just for the award, but for the people that surrounded me in my life during that very influential time, and who believed in me and who saw something in me, and they wouldn't let me settle for anything but excellence. My dad, my mom, my sister, my brother, my aunts, my uncles, coach, my teammates. You're only as good as the people that surround you. You know that old saying, show me your 5 closest friends and I'll show you your future. I mean, I won the lottery with my family. I was so blessed to have those people guide me,
And again, not allow me to settle for anything less than the abilities that God gave me.
Who led her teams to 2 state titles and was co-Miss Basketball as a senior. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Karen Shaw-Kovach. Presenting the Hall of Fame medallion to Karen Shaw-Kovach is Robert Zayas, the Executive Director of the New York State Public High School Athletic Association.
So I think I counted, my math is not very good, but I think I counted 49 state championships in this room. My close 39 were the coaches. I was adding up Prince, Tim, Anna Maria, myself. I think we're up to 49 state championships. That's incredible. Anyway, what a day. Good evening, esteemed guests, inductees, family, friends, Assumption family, and all those gathered here tonight. I am honored to be standing here before you. I feel like I'm hunched over. On behalf of the 42nd class of the NFHS Hall of Fame, this moment is truly surreal. It is humbling, and it is deeply rewarding. As I look out into this room filled with excellence and extraordinary individuals who have shaped the worlds of academics, athletics, arts, and community service, I'm reminded of our limitless power of dedication, perseverance, and mentorship. We, the 42nd class, we are grateful for institutions like the NFHS who recognize and celebrate high school achievements. You remind us that the seeds of greatness are often sown early, and that the individuals we honor tonight are proof that determination, discipline, and passion can lead to extraordinary impact. Anna Maria Lopez, Diane Wolfe, Jane Barry Eddings, Jim Ciccarello, Linda Lampkin, Lloyd Hasaka, Phil Sett, Prince Amakamar, Ron Laird, Tim Dwelt. Congratulations. You are the 42nd, and dare I say Mr. Bruce Howard's favorite, Hall of Fame class. As I accept this honor tonight on behalf of the 42nd class, we acknowledge the larger purpose that this represents. Being inducted into the Hall of Fame is not just about past achievements. It is a call to continue upholding the values of leadership, integrity, and service. It is a reminder of the responsibility that we have to inspire the next generation, to lift others as we climb, and to leave the world a little better than we found it. The 42nd class would like to give a special thanks to each of our state representatives who were instrumental in the nomination process. For me personally, thank you, Mr. Joe Altieri and Dr. Robert Zayas. We would also like to extend our deepest gratitude to Mr. Bruce Howard. You are truly world-class. Your thoughtfulness and attention to detail, not only today but throughout this entire process, has left us feeling like none other than kings and queens. To Mr. Rick, yes. precious moments. Thank you. You both are amazing. And last but not least, Dr. Carissa Niehoff, the love for what you do is incredible, and your leadership and your passion is so inspiring. Thank you. So earlier today, we had the chance to get to know each other during a press conference, where we were all asked the same question: what do you treasure most about your involvement in sports? I was last. I was the caboose. I'm last again tonight. I think they're telling me something. Just kidding. But I could have sat and listened for hours to each inductee's answer, and I was continuously impressed with their commitment to excellence and pursuing their life's calling. What I loved most about the question was one word, though: treasure. They didn't ask us, what did you like most? What did you enjoy most? They asked us, what did you treasure most about your time in sports? Treasure is a deeper level of love. And when I think of all of my treasures, they are vast. From teammates, my sisters, to coaches, the championships, the wins, yes, the losses, there were some. But tonight what I thought I would do with you is I would pick from the very top of my treasure, and I would share with you my most favorite basketball memory. It actually happened in a split second, but it is something that I have treasured for over 30 years and wanted to share with you tonight. So I'm 15, okay? Picture 15-year-old Karen. You saw a little glimpse of that in the video. Yes, the big perm. I'm bringing the perm back. I'm a sophomore in high school, and I'm competing for a basketball state championship. Now, our teams in high school, we were dominant. I mentioned that. Coach Masek, who's watching, she had a team that would compete year after year after year after year at the state championship level. The coaches that we're honoring tonight, you guys can appreciate that. But we have never yet won a game. Okay, so in this game, there's 22 seconds left in the game. My sister and I, who you saw how important she is to me, she's here tonight, number 50, we find ourselves at half court. Okay, so she's on the right side of half court, sideline, half court. I'm on the left side. We're both on half court. 22 seconds left, and her teammate is shooting 2 free throws, so everybody else is lined up. The atmosphere in this gym is electric. 30 years ago, and it's still running through my veins as I tell this story. And anybody who has won the state championship, many in here, know what I'm talking about. This is the most important game for both schools. So the student sections were righteously obnoxious. Everyone is standing. It's hot and sweaty. 22 seconds left in this game, right? It was so loud in that gym that our coach had to hold up signs because we couldn't hear her, so she's holding up signs. And my little bro, I think you actually held up signs during that game, okay? So I'm studying the clock, okay? 22 seconds left. I wasn't that smart, okay? Any good coach in here, Coach Jim, Coach Phil, Coach Linda, you all know this. You know the clock. It's not like all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, there's 3 seconds left in the game. So I'm studying the clock, 22 seconds left, and I remember I'm like holding my shorts, and I'm like, okay. Right? We battled in this game, and I'm thinking, I will never forget, I had this dialogue with myself, and I'm like, all right, see, I think we got this game won. And I'm trying to like convince myself that we've won our first state championship, the most important game for our school, for us, for the community, for the family, for our coach, for our teammates, right? And so I'm thinking, okay, I think we've won this game. 22 seconds left. Our teammate is on the free throw line. She's got 2 free throws. And wait a minute. Wendy and I are at half court. 2 best rebounders on the team. We're not even lined up to get the rebound, right? Coach must believe that we've got this game won. Okay, you follow me? I'm getting to the most important moment. So the clock agrees with me that we've got this game won. My coach agrees with me that we've got this game won, but there's one person I need to check with, and that's my sister. Anybody that played
with my sister and I. They thought we were twins. The way that we passed to each other, the way that we read each other's minds, we were like twins. But we are very different people, okay? So Wendy, calm, cool, collected, the type you want leading in the face of a storm, non-emotional, strong, loyal, disciplined, respectful, responsible, smart, magna cum laude, finished first in her class from Hobart and William Smith, type smart, okay? And anytime she had a decision to make, it was up here, right? Logic and reason were her two best buds, and they built two really sturdy homes on her shoulder, guiding her path, okay? That's my sister. You got the picture of Wendy. I will start by saying I'm an Aries, for all of you horoscope folks out there. I probably could leave it at that. And oh dear gosh, I'm a middle child. Okay? So I'm passionate, fiery, I am emotional. The decisions that I make are all from here, my heart and my gut, instinct, right? Does it feel right? Okay? I've not yet met logic and reason in my 15 years of living, okay? So, back to half court. So I'm at half court, and I'm thinking, okay, see, I think we've got this game won. Now you know me a little bit, right? Fiery, passionate, Aries, and I'm getting excited. And I'm at half court, teammates on the free throw line, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I think we... like I'm doing this, okay, in the game. I feel like my face is turning purple, I'm shaking, I'm so excited, right? I'm kind of swaying, I'm getting to this frenzied state. And so I look at my sister. Okay, what is Wendy doing? Wendy's standing, right, like a soldier, like she should be, right? There's 22 seconds left in the game, Karen. Squared up to our teammate on the free throw line, paying attention to the teammate who's shooting free throws, okay? But she's been watching me, okay? So again, I remember she's smarter. So she already reasoned that we've got the game won, right? So she's squaring up to teammates, shooting 2 free throws, and she's been like this. And I'll never forget, to the day I die, what was on her face, okay? Everybody remember Alice in Wonderland? Joe, Mila, Kyla, you got my back, it's okay. Cheshire Cat, okay? So my sister, standing like this, looking at me, watching me go through my, right? And she's got the biggest Cheshire Cat grin I've ever seen. Why is this important? It's her non-emotional twin sister way of saying, you're right, little sis. We got this game won. You're right. We got this game won. Okay, so now I'm looking at her, she's looking at me, our eyes lock. Okay, this Aries, passionate, crazy 15-year-old. Now I'm looking at her, I know, she knows, I know, she knows, and now she knows, I know, she knows, I know that we won the states, okay? Now my energy, now I'm like I think I'm damn near levitating, I'm so excited, we might have this game won, are you kidding me? The most important game of our lives so far, right? Everything leading up to this, all of our training, all of our workouts, playing with boys, because there were no girls teams when we were growing up, the skin knees, the bloody noses, standing outside for hours with pops shooting, right? All of it is leading up to this moment, okay? Now I promise you, I'm getting to the best part, okay? We were raised right, I promise you. My mom and dad are right over there. And they taught us morals, values, ethics, humility, right? And they didn't do it through preaching, they did it through doing. So we learned by observing what they did and did not do in life. My mother, she's my compass. Never let me get too high, right? Never let me get too low, too far right, too far left. Does anybody in here have a musical instrument? Like a flute in your pocket? She can play any musical instrument. She taught us all how to play the piano, right? I played the trumpet, my brother played the trumpet, my sister played the saxophone. She knew what she was doing. She wanted talented children, not one-dimensional, right? She wanted us to know arts and culture and have love. She brought the balance in our life. My father is over here. He's our might, he's our courage. If you do anything for me tonight before you leave this beautiful ballroom, please go meet Phil Shaw, okay? You don't have to say anything. Just walk up to him and shake his hand. because you will have felt what it must feel like to shake the paw of a bear. His hands are huge, but that's the type of might. I never knew fear, never knew anxiety, never knew worry ever in my life because he walked before us. He's one of the best athletes to come out of New York. He at one time was playing for the Atlanta Hawks and had a pitching contract to pitch for the Mets. We're a Yankees family, so we know how that turned out. As much as my dad can instill courage and bravery in us, in 3 simple words, he can also instill unshakable peace. And he actually said those words to me today, piece of cake. But he says it like this. You got this. Okay, so in all of that, foundationally, humility was at the core, right? In fact, my Uncle Ted, who we just lost in November, another phenomenal athlete, 30-year coach, would always say, you gotta act like you've won a championship before. You gotta act like you've hit a home run before. That's what was at the core of what we did. So I'm back to the game. So what got into me at the game, which was not over yet, is truly a culmination of everything leading up to this moment. And the sheer potential of accomplishment. You guys get that, right? The sheer potential that we've won this game. Okay, so I'm at half court. I'm levitating crazy, like, oh my God. My sister and I just confirmed that we've got this game won. Okay? Fans are on their feet. Our teammates still shooting, right? Shoot 2 free throws. I swear this happens in moments, right? This is the most precious moment of my basketball life. What do? Standing at half court, I run to my sister. And what does she do? My calm, stoic, amazing sister, the leader, wiser, logic and reason, she shushed them for a second and she turned it to me. And this is the moment. We collide at half court during the game. We collided to each other at half court in this atomic combustion of, we did it! We did it! And I swear to you, everything for a moment in my life, everything went quiet. I heard nothing but her beating heart and both of us saying, we did it. This is the magic of sports. This is the power of what you all have done, what you all have gotten to do, that 30 years later I tell this story shaking. And it is our duty to keep that magic, that treasure, that passion, the power of sports alive by passing it on, so that sports will live on forever. As I step off the stage, I do so with a heart full of thanks, with a spirit renewed with purpose and a commitment to continue striving for excellence. Thank you. On behalf of the 42nd class, now officially HOFers, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts for this recognition. It will remain one of our most treasured milestones in life. Thank you.